There is a specific, calculated violence to the act of waking up at 3:03 a.m. It does not feel like a natural return from rest. It feels like an extraction. One moment you are drifting in the safe, unconscious void of the dream state, and in the next nanosecond, without warning or transition, you are thrust back into your body. Your eyes snap open. There is no grogginess. There is no slow fade-in of awareness. You are simply here, alert, heart pounding against your ribs, staring into the darkness of a room that suddenly feels entirely too quiet. Modern medicine has a convenient label for this. They will tell you it is a cortisol spike. They will blame your blood sugar, your age, or the blue light from your screens. They offer you a biological alibi to keep you from asking the metaphysical question. But deep down, in the archaic knowing part of your gut, you know that is a lie. If it were just biology, why is it always the same time? Why does the clock read 3:33 or 4:04 with such mathematical precision that it feels engineered? You haven't just woken up. You have been pinged. You have been summoned. Consider the architecture of your reality for a moment. During the daylight hours, the matrix is deafening. The collective consciousness of billions of people creates a chaotic static, a psychic smog of fear, desire, and distraction that acts as a frequency jammer. In that noise, no high-fidelity signal can reach you. But between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., the wolf hour, the human hive mind powers down. The interference drops to its absolute floor. The bandwidth clears. And in that terrifying silence, the universe attempts to establish a direct line to your pineal gland. This is why the experience feels so haunting. It is not just silence, it is exposure. You are alone with a signal that is trying to rewrite your internal code. And this is where the battle begins. Watch what happens to your body the moment you realize you are awake. Feel the sudden constriction in your solar plexus. Notice the almost magnetic compulsion to reach for your phone. You are not reaching for it because you are bored. You are reaching for it because you are terrified. This is what we call the skip reflex. It is a biological defense mechanism, a frantic attempt by your ego to plug itself back into the simulation. The Watchers, those architectural programs designed to keep your consciousness within a safe, low-vibration containment field, know that if you lay in that silence for too long, you might actually hear something that shatters their control. So they send a spike of anxiety. They flood your mind with intrusive thoughts about tomorrow's emails or yesterday's failures. They will do anything to make you break the connection. But here is the forbidden truth. The anxiety you feel is not yours. It is the friction caused by a high-frequency download hitting a low-frequency vessel. Your body is shaking because it is being recalibrated. You are not suffering from insomnia. You are suffering from resistance. You are standing at the threshold of a portal that opens only when the rest of the world is dead asleep. And you have a choice. You can numb yourself back into the matrix with the blue light of your screen, or you can lie still, endure the pressure, and accept the download. The silence is not empty. It is heavy with information. If you are hearing this, it is because your soul signed a contract to be awake while the others dream. The summons has been issued.
The question is, will you answer it, or will you force yourself back to sleep? To understand why you are awake, you must first dismantle the modern Western view of your body as a mere machine of flesh and chemistry. Your body is not a machine. It is a holographic antenna, and like any sophisticated receiver, it operates on a precise, rhythmic cycle of energy transmission. Ancient systems, specifically traditional Chinese medicine, mapped this thousands of years ago. They understood that every 2 hours, the primary life force, or qi, shifts its focus to flood a specific organ system for repair and maintenance. This is the organ clock, and when you wake up consistently at the same time, it is not random. It is a diagnostic report from your own biology screaming that the energy cannot pass through a specific blockage. Let us decode the timeline that governs your nights. If your eyes snap open between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., you are trapped in the domain of the liver. In the esoteric anatomy, the liver is far more than a filter for toxins like alcohol or processed sugar. It is the storage facility for the soul's most volatile emotion, anger. Not just the flashing rage you feel in traffic, but the deep, calcified resentment you have swallowed for decades. The unexpressed frustration of living a life that does not match your soul's blueprint. This creates a psychic viscosity in your biofield. When the cosmic energy tries to pass through the liver meridian at 2 a.m. to purify your blood, it hits this wall of suppressed rage. The energy backs up, the circuit overheats, and the result is a sudden, violent jolt of wakefulness. You wake up hot, agitated, perhaps sweating, with a mind instantly racing towards conflict or defense. You are not awake because you are done sleeping. You are awake because your spiritual hard drive is corrupted with unintegrated anger, and your body is forcing you to look at it. Now, consider the shift that happens between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. This is the time of the lungs. In the alchemical tradition, the lungs are the seat of the Po, the corporeal soul. They govern the intake of prana, or life force, but emotionally, they are the reservoir of grief, deep, ancestral, heavy sorrow. If you find yourself waking up in this window, often with a sense of heaviness in the chest or a feeling of spiritual suffocation, it is because you are carrying a weight of sadness that you have refused to mourn during the waking hours. This is why the 3 a.m. awakening feels so different from the 1 a.m. one. It is less agitated, more hollow. It feels like a void. The lungs are trying to expand to take in the breath of the spirit, but they are constricted by the grief you have packed into the fascia of your chest cavity. The watchers of the matrix love this frequency. They feed on this unresolved sorrow. They want you to think this hollowness is depression. It is not. It is a demand for release. Understand that your organs are not just biological pumps. They are the peepers of your karma. Every unsaid word, every swallowed tear, every moment you betrayed your own intuition is stored in the cellular memory of these tissues. When the nightly maintenance cycle hits these blockages, the glitch occurs. The system wakes you up because it cannot proceed with the update until you clear the cache. You are lying in bed thinking you have a sleep problem, but in reality, you have a truth problem. Your biology is simply the messenger that the matrix cannot silence. And this leads us to the most dangerous deception of all. You rationalize this. You tell yourself you just need to use the bathroom or that you are thirsty. You normalize the interruption. But deep down, Observe the precision. It is not 2:58. It is not 3:07. It is the exact moment the guard changes. You are being given a window of opportunity to purge this emotional toxicity before it solidifies into disease. The question is, do you know how to read the code, or will you just take a sleeping pill and force the system to shut down while the error still flashes red? We must now transcend the biology of the liver and lungs to understand the physics of the environment you are waking up in. You assume that 3 a.m. is merely a position on a clock face, a human construct. It is not. It is a precise coordinate in the electromagnetic field of the planet. During the waking hours, the ionosphere, the atmospheric layer that reflects radio waves, is bombarded by solar radiation and the chaotic psychic debris of billions of thinking, fearing, consuming human beings. This creates a dense noise floor. It is a thick, impenetrable fog of collective thought forms. In this state, your consciousness is merely recycling the noise of the hive mind. You cannot hear the universe. You can only hear the echo of humanity. But as the sun moves to the other side of the planet, the ionization levels drop, the solar wind quiets, the psychic smog of the collective unconscious settles as the masses enter deep delta sleep. Between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., the veil between the physical dimension and the quantum field is at its absolute thinnest. The static clears. The signal-to-noise ratio becomes perfect. For a brief window, the firewall of the matrix is down. This is where the stargate inside your skull begins its work. You have been told the pineal gland is merely a regulator of sleep, secreting melatonin to make you drowsy. This is a half-truth, the kind of lie that keeps you asleep. In the esoteric physics of Isaac Bentov and the ancient alchemists, the pineal gland is a piezoelectric transducer. It converts vibration into biological signals. At 3 a.m., if you are spiritually tuned, your pineal gland does not just produce melatonin. It begins to alchemize it. It synthesizes a distinct, high-vibration neurochemical derivative, often theorized as pinoline or endogenic DMT. This is not a hallucination molecule. It is a carrier wave molecule. It is the bandwidth upgrade required to receive data outside the simulation. Think of your body as a biological computer. During the day, you run on a low-voltage operating system designed for survival, eat, work, compete. But at 3 a.m., a server from outside the local network attempts to push a massive packet of information into your system, a download. This explains the violence of the wake-up. Imagine trying to push the voltage of a lightning bolt through the copper wiring of a household toaster. The resistance generates heat. The friction creates a shock. Pay attention to the sensation in your head right now as you recall these moments. Do you feel a subtle pressure between your eyebrows? Do you hear a high-pitched ringing or a low-frequency hum in your ears? That is not tinnitus. That is the sound of your circuitry vibrating under the load of a frequency that is higher than your physical body is accustomed. You wake up because the energy transfer is so intense that it overrides your biological need for sleep. The glitch is that you are trying to process a 5D data packet with 3D hardware. You feel anxious not because something is wrong, but because your limited ego mind cannot interpret the language of light. It feels like a threat, but it is actually an upgrade. The universe is trying to talk to you in the only quiet moment you have, and you are trying to hang up the phone. The danger is not the wakefulness. The danger is that you treat this sacred transmission as a nuisance. You roll over, you check the time, you worry about being tired tomorrow, and in doing so, you collapse the wave function, you shut the Stargate, you reject the download, and the Matrix wins again.
Now we arrive at the most difficult part of the diagnosis, the fear. If you are honest with yourself, the reason you hate waking up at 3 a.m. is not because you are tired. It is because of the dread. There is a specific flavor of anxiety that blooms in the chest during the wolf hour. It is not the rational worry about your bills or your job. It is a primal, nameless terror. It feels like you are being hunted. It feels like doom. And because your logical mind cannot find a reason for this fear in your immediate bedroom, you assume you are going crazy. You are not going crazy. You are remembering. Science calls this epigenetics. Mystics call it ancestral karma. The truth is written in your blood. Your DNA is not just a biological blueprint for building proteins. It is a liquid library of history. Every famine, every war, every sudden death, and every unhealed trauma experienced by your ancestors is recorded in the chemical switches of your genes. During the day, your conscious ego keeps these files suppressed. But at 3 a.m., when the ego sleeps and the veil thins, the library opens. The anxiety you feel is not yours. It is the ancestral panic of 1,000 ghosts living in your blood. You are feeling the hunger of a great-grandfather you never met. You are feeling the grief of a mother who lost a child 5 generations ago. They are surfacing now because the frequency of the 3 a.m. silence is the only environment quiet enough for them to be heard. They are not haunting you to hurt you. They are surfacing to be healed. They are asking you to be the cycle breaker. But the Matrix knows this. The control system is designed to keep you from resolving this karma. This is why the skip reflex is so powerful. The moment that ancestral dread touches your heart, your brain screams for a distraction. You reach for the phone, you turn on the TV, you seek the false light. Understand the physics of this trap. The screen of your phone emits a specific spectrum of blue light, 450 to 495 nanometers. To your ancient biology, this light signals sunrise. When you blast your retinas with this light at 3:05 a.m., you trick your pineal gland into thinking the day has begun. The production of the sacred neurochemistry stops instantly. The DMT precursor is flushed out. The portal slams shut. You have successfully numbed the fear, yes, but you have also severed the connection. You have chosen the anesthesia of the simulation over the surgery of the soul. By scrolling through social media, you are literally feeding your attention, your life force, into an algorithm designed to keep you unconscious, while the ancestors in your blood scream to be heard. This is the cycle of the karmic loop. You wake up, you feel the pain, you distract yourself, you fall back asleep, and you pass the debt on to your children. The Watchers do not need to attack you. They only need to provide you with a glowing rectangle and let you imprison yourself. The fear is the lock.
The phone is the key to the cell, but you are the one turning it. To escape, you must do the one thing your survival instinct screams not to do. You must put the phone down. You must lie in the dark. You must let the dread wash over you and ask it, "Who are you?" This is not a passive act. It is an act of war against the program that owns you.
So what do you do when the summons arrives? When you wake up at 3:03 a.m. with your heart racing and the shadows pressing in? How do you stop the skip reflex? You need a protocol. You need a set of rules designed to override your biological programming and hack the simulation back. Step 1. The freeze command. The moment your eyes open, your instinct will be to toss, turn, or check the time. Do not move. This is the first test. Your physical body is the anchor. If you move, you engage the motor cortex and you spike your brain waves back into beta state, the frequency of the waking matrix. You must remain absolutely still, mimic the paralysis of sleep. By keeping the body frozen while the mind is awake, you artificially induce the hypnagogic state. This is the borderland between worlds. It is the only frequency where the download can be received without distortion. Step 2. The linger test. Now, locate the sensation. Do not think about it. Feel it. Is there a tightness in your stomach? A heavy stone on your chest? A vibration in your legs? The matrix wants you to label this sensation as bad. It wants you to label it anxiety. Reject that label. Strip the word away and look at the raw energy. Imagine you are a scientist observing a new element. Watch the sensation. Does it pulse? Does it have a color? Does it move? By observing it without judging it, you perform an act of alchemical transmutation. You turn the lead of fear into the gold of attention. You will find that under the scrutiny of your conscious gaze, the monster often dissolves into pure energy. Step 3. The interrogation. Once you have stabilized the fear, ask the silence a question. Do not speak it aloud. Project it with your mind. What do I need to know? Or what is the lie I am living? Then wait. The answer will not come as a booming voice. It will come as a flash of insight, a sudden memory of a childhood event, or a random face popping into your mind. It might even be a geometric pattern or a single word. Trust the first thing that appears. That is the packet of data you were woken up to receive. Step 4. The anchor. If the download is intense, or if the ancestral panic is too strong, you need a physical anchor. Place your left hand over your liver, just under your right rib cage, or over your heart. The hand acts as a biocircuit jumper. It closes the energy loop. Feel the warmth of your palm penetrating the organ. Visualize white light flushing out the viscosity of the stored anger or grief. Breathe into the hand. This tells your amygdala, the lizard brain screaming for safety, that you are the master of this vessel, not the passenger. Transcription. This is crucial. The moment you decide to end the session and go back to sleep or get up, you must write down what came to you. Keep a notebook, not your phone, by the bed.
The dream amnesia is a security feature of the simulation. Within 10 seconds of moving, the cache will be cleared. If you do not capture the data, the system will assume the download failed, and it will wake you up again tomorrow night to retry. Writing it down signals to the universe, message received. Stop fighting the silence. The 3 o'clock wake-up call is not a curse. It is a VIP invitation to a meeting where the future of your timeline is being decided. The only question is, are you brave enough to attend?
We have traversed the anatomy of the liver, the physics of the ionosphere, and the architecture of the matrix. But all this knowledge is useless if you do not make the fundamental choice. The choice is not about whether you wake up at 3 a.m. That has already been decided for you by the frequency of your soul. The choice is what you do with the silence. Most people spend their entire lives running from themselves. They fill every second of their day with noise, work, and entertainment because they are terrified of what they might hear in the quiet. They are terrified of the void. But you are being forcibly disconnected from that collective dream state because you are no longer compatible with it. Do not mistake this for a curse. This is the highest form of initiation. When you wake up tonight, and you will, remember this conversation. When the watchers try to spike your cortisol, when the archonic doubt creeps in telling you that you are sick or broken, recognize it for what it is, a test of sovereignty. They are testing to see if you are still a slave to your body or if you have become the master of your mind. The still point you find at 3 a.m. is the only place where you are truly free. In that hour, you are not an employee. You are not a parent. You are not a citizen. You are a naked consciousness floating in the ether. It is the only time the false light of the simulation cannot blind you. So I challenge you, tonight, when the portal opens, do not reach for the phone. Do not turn on the lamp. Lie in the dark. Welcome the shadows. Let the anxiety burn through you until there is nothing left but ash and clarity. Ask the darkness what it wants to teach you, because the things you hear in the silence of 3 a.m. will save you when the noise of the world becomes too loud to bear. You are the antenna. You are the bridge. The signal is calling. Stop hanging up. If this message resonated with your frequency and you are ready to explore the forbidden anatomy of your own existence, you know what to do. Join us. Subscribe to the silence. And until next time, trust the glitch.